Hey guys, I'm Mr. Riccio, and this is Miss Stevens.
Hello.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick little video. The purpose of the mystery box activity is to introduce you all into the nature of science. And that is scientific observation, scientific experimentation, questioning, and being able to hopefully answer a question. Our question today was,
What's inside the box?
what's inside the box?
So what would I actually do as a scientist? What would be the first thing that I would do to this box to try to determine what's inside of it?
Well, I think Mr. Williams did a great job when, walking in, the very first thing he saw was the box. Observation by sight is one of the very first things that most scientists use in order to observe a phenomenon. And so he was able to see the box. He saw that it said Mr. Riccio's mystery box. That lets him know that there's some mystery to this. It says do not open, so he knew that he was not allowed to open the box. But just by looking at it, can you tell what's in the box?
Not really, but I can determine that it's going to be smaller than the box. Okay,
Right.
that's
If
pretty
there's
obvious.
anything in it, it's definitely going to have to fit inside that box.
And it's not a very large box, so it's something that the post office uses. So it's something that can be, put into the box and can be mailed. So it's not very large.
All right, very good. And so the next thing we would have to do, because we weren't necessarily able to answer that question, what's in the box, we have a better idea now that we've performed one experiment, but we're going to do another experiment. And just like Mr. Williams did, he picked up the box and he felt it. What do you feel inside there?
Well, something's banging around in there, but I can feel something back and forth. And it kind of feels like it could be two things in there at least.
Okay.
So it's not one thing, it's two things.
All right. So just like from one experiment to the next, the nature of science is that our ideas are changing always based on the observations that we're making. The first observation we made was just looking at it, and we weren't really able to tell much. But now that you've been able to feel what's inside, you said that you feel multiple objects, and that you feel things
They're moving
banging around
Yeah,
and stuff,
they're
right?
they're not secure.
Good. The next thing we would do, because we still really haven't gotten an idea of what's in the box, is we're going to listen to those objects, and we're going to see what sounds those objects make. Maybe it's something familiar that allows us to further get an idea of what those objects are. So go ahead and listen to those objects.
Oh wait, I'm hearing like two different sounds. I'm hearing something that kind of sounds like it's rolling, and then I hear something that sounds like it's not really as smooth. It's kind of clanking when I turn it. So one object's probably round or can move pretty quickly, and the other one not so much. It's clanking. It takes a little bit more force to actually move it.
All right. So based off of those observations, what might you think is in the box at the moment?
Well, something that's round,
Okay.
definitely. So I'm thinking a ball, but it's not a soft round. It actually has more of a solid sound to it, if you know what I'm talking about. So it could be, something that can roll, like a ball bearing or some sort. It could be made out of metal. It could be made out of glass. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely something that would be round, that would roll.
Very good, very good. So that is the nature of science, is as we move through each of these experiments, we've been able to get a better idea of what's actually in the box. However, we're not able to open it, so we don't know what's in the box. Is there anything else we could do to maybe figure out what's actually in this box?
Well, I guess we could x-ray it.
Okay, we could x-ray it.
That would at least show us what's inside the box.
That is true. All right, so we've conducted an experiment using our eyes and observing the box. We've conducted an experiment feeling those objects moving around in the box, and that gave us a little bit better idea. We said that we felt something rolling around, we felt something sliding around, we felt that those objects were dense.
Right.
Then we listened to those objects, and you told us that you heard something clinking around. Maybe something was made of metal, maybe something was made of glass.
Yeah.
Something dense. You heard those sounds. You heard the sliding, and you heard that smooth rolling as well. Obviously, we're not going to taste the box. That's not going to tell us very much, and we're not going to smell the box either. That's probably not going to tell us too much about the objects within the box. And remember, in science, we try to limit the amount of things that we smell and taste because they could kill us. So what's something else that we could do to try to figure out what's in this box? What's another experiment?
Well, we could do an x-ray. That would definitely show what's inside the box.
That's true. An x-ray would definitely be able to pass through the cardboard box and let us know if there are dense materials. But here at Savannah Arts Academy, we don't necessarily have an x-ray. So
That's true.
What's something else we could do?
Well, you did talk about that possibly there are properties inside the box that may react to things. So what about something like a simple magnet that could actually test to see if there's metal in the box?
That is very true. Remember, nickel and iron are able to be magnetized. So if there is something made of those metals, we should be able to pick it up with that magnet. Let me try to isolate those objects down in a corner for you.
All right.
And see if we can feel that.
All right. Oh, I'm hearing it move.
Oh, I could definitely feel it pulling too.
And it's pulling on there, so it's kind of taking it and I'm moving it through. So there's definitely something metal in there. I mean, it's not strong enough to hold the magnet, but it's definitely taking it.
Definitely. And
So
I can feel you
metal in
pulling it along the edge.
So
Cool.
there is metal in there.
So that experiment allowed us to see that, or not see, but find that there is something metallic inside of this box.
No, there's a lot of things made out of metal, though. I mean, that sounds flat, like it could be a coin. It could be something that we use in construction, like a nut or a bolt or something.
Right. It could be a paper clip.
So we have to figure out what metals are attracted to with a magnet.
Well, good thing I have several metals right over to my left
Well,
that we could test that magnet on.
All right. So
here I have a penny.
All right. So let's take the penny. Is it going to? Nope. But the penny.
Oh no.
No, I don't. No, it's not. Definitely not a penny.
Well, pennies are made out of copper and zinc, and both of those cannot be magnetized, so that makes sense.
All right.
Try this quarter.
Here's a quarter. Nope. Definitely not a quarter.
Well, quarters are also made of zinc, so that makes sense. What about this paper clip?
Okay, paper clip. Oh, definitely.
Nice. That's real good.
All right, so it could be a paper clip. I'm going to put that by the box.
There we go.
All right.
Binder clip.
Binder clip. Oh,
very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. All right.
And now we have another magnet.
Another magnet with metal on it. So it is definitely attracted to the metal. But what happens if I put it to the other magnets? Okay, that's attraction. So, but I'm feeling some pull on there, and I didn't feel the repulsion of it. I didn't feel it like push it away. All I saw was that it was attracting it. So I don't think there's another magnet in there.
Very cool. Well, that's a very interesting experiment that you conducted there. So, with that experiment, we now know that something in this box, at least one of those objects, is made of a magnetized metal. And so now we have an even better idea of what could possibly be in this box. We heard that flat sliding metallic object, and now we've outruled a coin. So there we see paper clips, binder clips, you've mentioned like nuts or bolts or even like a washer. All of those things are made of iron and can be magnetically charged. But we can't open the box, so what are we going to do in order to figure this out?
Good question.